I lied to you. Many nights ago, I said I'd say goodbye to perfectionism, and a part of me believed it. I said 2021 would be different, that I would be different. And I did believe that too. But then the sun kissed the moon goodnight over and over again, and I watched, and it sometimes made me feel like I'm paralyzed. But the universe kept its promise, because things really did change, just not the way that I would expect them to. And so it happened that I was faced with obstacles and loss and pain. I cried and asked, why is this happening to me? Many times. But a part of me knew the answer. It's time to grow, baby. While some days might feel like a battle, small moments of joy show me that it's good to keep on fighting. Have you heard of duality, my dear? And so I sit here, having entered the promising door of 2022, and I'm gonna try again. But this time I will take all the learnings from the past year with me. I feel encouraged and I have hope. I have a plan. Are you coming with me? But before we dive deep into our next adventures, let me first tell you what I have learned in the past year. Which is, number 1, nothing is certain except for death and change. And I know, this doesn't sound very hopeful, but listen, hear me out. I think we shouldn't be afraid of dying. We should rather be afraid of not living properly. I would just smash you with that in your face and let that sink in, and maybe think about it in a quiet moment and feel what it does to you. And the second thing that is certain, change. Well, let's say you are very sad, you are going through a lot of pain, maybe you've lost a loved one or something else. If you tell yourself in that kind of situation that everything is changing, everything will change, this can actually give you hope that these feelings of pain, loss, and all of that will go away, and there will come a day in which you feel better again. And I know it can be frightening if you are at a good place in your life, and let's say you are in a good relationship, and then all of a sudden this sentence rushes inside of your brain and you think, oh my god, does this mean that maybe this relationship will end? It can mean that. I don't know what's going to happen in your life, but maybe something even better is waiting around the next corner. You never know. So just embrace it, and yeah, just keep in mind, keep it maybe as a mantra whenever you feel down, that this is not gonna last forever. Things will change eventually. Second thing I would tell you oh yeah, I'm sorry, I have to scroll down the deep end. This was too far. Okay. Alrighty, you guys. Another thing to keep in mind, which I have told myself over and over again over the last year, is that healing is not linear. No, it's not gonna be like this. You feel down and then all of a sudden it goes like whoop. You will have setbacks, and this is totally fine. You've only had a bad phase when you were going through depression, and now you have a couple of good days. You can easily get the thought that, oh my goodness, I'm done with this. I will never have a depressed day ever in my life. I will never have to go through panic attacks or anxiety or whatnot because you had a good phase. This is great, and I don't want to take away this hope. I will just help you through the times of setbacks, because they will come eventually, and you will have days again in which you feel like shh, and you again don't want to leave your bed, and this is totally fine. This is all part of the progress that you're making, and just, you know, trust the process. Wherever you are in your life, you are always at the right spot. Believe me, you are always where you're meant to be. Even though you feel like all my friends, they are buying apartments now, they have much more money than I'm making, they're getting pregnant or whatnot. Fine, let them go their path, let them have their journey and be on their time frame. And you have your own, and this is totally fine, and it may take longer, or you may have a phase in which everything is going like whoop, cool, but just trust the process, know that you're always where you belong, that everything is happening at the exact right moment, and yeah, nevertheless, healing is not linear. And next, my dear, very important one that I have come to learn in the past year as well, which is logical because this video is all about what I have learned in the past year. Nonetheless, celebrate your successes, my dear. Celebrate them. Throw a party all by yourself, dance naked in your apartment, listen to your favorite music, give yourself a pat on the shoulder, or I don't know, go like yes, yes, yes. Even by doing this right now, I feel like energized and I feel so good about myself. You can give yourself a high five. I don't care what you do, just celebrate on your own way. And it doesn't mean that you have to only celebrate the big things. No, you can define your own accomplishments. You can define what success means to you, or you should define what success means to you, because it can mean countless different things to different people. Also, very good to remember this. And I will go even further on this topic because it's such a game changer in one of my upcoming videos. It's already in my pipeline and just waiting for you to see it. If you haven't, this is your sign to subscribe my channel so you won't miss on the awesome things I will tell you in my next videos. I really like the next one. You won't regret it if you follow this advice and integrate this into your own life. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart when I say communicate openly with the people around you and don't be afraid to be vulnerable. I went through something last year and it wasn't easy, and eventually I had to learn this the hard way, but I did somehow. And this is speak up. Whatever is going on inside of your heart, don't expect other people to know what is going on inside of you. Don't expect other people to act exactly the way you want them to, because we don't live in a perfect world. We are surrounded by people who are dealing with their own stuff, who have their own thoughts in their brain, who, you know, go through stuff, and they might not think about you the whole time. They might not think, oh, what should I do so that this person is happy? No. And you can't expect them to do that. And I had to learn that. And I'm glad that I did, because this changed things for the better, because I understood that I am my own person, I have my own needs, and I want things, and I can't expect other people to know what this is. So just speak it out, and if you do so, be honest. And even if that means that you have to cry because you feel hurt or you don't feel understood, this is fine. Just, you know, show these kind of emotions. This is a good way to deepen relationships, because your feelings are and your thoughts are what make you unique. And if you want to have a deep relationship with another person, this all is a part of it. So just, you know, be open and let the magic happen. Yeah, I truly believe that this is a big part of it. Correct me if you think I'm wrong, but yeah, this is just what I think. I have gone through many situations in my life, and whenever I, you know, shared a bit something personal for example, that I'm suffering, or that I suffered from depression, that I had panic attacks. And you know, I've met so many people who were having these secrets inside of them because they didn't feel like they could talk about it with other people because they were too afraid what they might think, what not. And you know, whenever I do this step and I open up, people are so glad that they can finally have someone who has been going through the same stuff and who they can share their experiences with, and that they don't have to hide everything, you know, leave it all inside. And yeah, this can just happen if you allow yourself to show your feelings, and if you allow yourself to get hurt sometimes, and to be open about it. Yeah. The last one, my last tip, my last big learning from 2021 is that you should start your journey of self-love today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not after you finally went to the gym, not after you got a raise at your job, not after you, I don't know, had a big success or something like that. No. Because I can tell you something. You will always have a bigger goal after you have achieved something. You will always find something else that you want to strive for. You will always find bits and pieces that you want to get better in, that you want to improve. It will never be enough. Never. At least not for me. Maybe it's the same for you. And this makes me emotional, if you can't tell, because it all starts with loving yourself. I think this is the foundation. I think this is probably the hardest thing in your life. This is probably the longest journey. It will join you your whole, you know, every single day. But if you do so with compassion, and if you're willing to accept the parts that you've never liked before, it gets easier, and it gets better, and it's more fun. It really is. I'm not saying that I've accepted myself 100%, or that I'm, you know, that I've completed this task. No, I'm not saying this. I'm saying that start right away. Find ways to start, and find things that you like about yourself right away. Maybe even after this video, you know, sit down with your journal and write 5 things that you think are nice about you. And I will give more tips on this topic. I will make a whole nother video about this, because I think it's the core of it all. I think it's very important, and I just wanted to share this already here and right now. And yeah, having said all of the nice things that I've said, I will thank you from the bottom of my heart that you've watched this video, that you took the time to sit down with me and have this talk, and I appreciate it deeply. And I will create more videos and share more with you, because it brings me a lot of joy. I think I will find a way to get over my perfectionism somehow. I'm working on that as well. Okay, so see you in the next one. I have made myself the promise to upload 1 video per week, so stay tuned.